Hello, good evening, Philippines. Um, it's been a long while since I have not yet recorded YouTube videos related to cybersecurity. I think the last record was 2022. So I hope this new recording will set a series of information drive, most especially the latest game that me and Cloud AI have developed last week around last week March 1, I guess. So this is version 3. The name of the game is GhostNet, and it is currently hosted at ghost.net.org. So again, good day, good evening, good morning for those who are in other countries. Let me introduce to you what is GhostNet. So actually, GhostNet is was inspired from the games that I have played in the past, like Slave Hack, Hacknet, and some other Steam games on cybersecurity. So to start with, as a new player, you need to have your GitHub first. So you be sure that you have logged in to your GitHub so that you can log in to. That's the only way for security purposes as well as legal ethical considerations. We redesigned the login feature that it will only have um, GitHub. So for as a new player, you really need to read these terms, okay, so that you won't go astray. So it's very important that GhostNet simulates real hacking tools. So there are really hacking tools there. There are some fantasy tools, but most are real. So it is a legal responsibility that you don't use those tools in the real live IP addresses. So after you have read the legal terms in your responsibility and the purpose of how we can educate our young generation is through gamification, learning by doing, if you will. So you need to click here, but there seems to be an problem in the JavaScript, I guess. So you cannot click right away at the white box. So you need to hover it somewhere in the I. So if you click I, and then you sign in with GitHub. Be sure not to take out your mouse on the GitHub button so that you can sign right. Okay, so after signing in, you are taken to this black screen. You have left 1, 2, 3. You have 3 columns here. So the first column has menus like profile, leaderboard, hacklog. So in hacklog, okay, may bagong breach ang Simmer. He tried to attack my IP. Anyway, so the latest here is that you can see who is attacking you, and you can also see what you have done. So incoming and outgoing. And in navigation, you have terminal, of course. Terminal is your gateway. This is where you type your commands, especially if you are new in cybersecurity. The terminal or the shell is very, very important. Then, of course, the botnet is where you have hacked and controlled already some IP addresses. The world map simulates, some here are fake simulations. In reality, if we have another training, I'll show you the real attacks. But it seems it's most beautiful if you see some animation, but these are not the real attacks of the IP. Okay, so but you can, let's try to see if we can gather some information on some of this. Okay, so wala. Um, may bug na naman. Ayan, oh. You can zoom in though. So you can zoom in this edition. Unlike the old one, you cannot zoom in, but you cannot see the IP. You cannot see the IP of the nodes. Ayan, oh. Parang nag-overlap yata yun. Okay. Anyway, that's for another session. Missions. So if you have reach. Let's try to see if this works. Okay, so this is still beta version 3 of beta. Let's try to see if I type who am I in the terminal. You should be getting 10 experience points and $100. So let's go to the terminal and type there who am I, and of course you have that, but you're not sure if you're able to have it in missions. Ayan, walang nangyari. Oh my god, may problema. So this still needs fixing, don't worry. What's important is that we are continuing improving our development. In inbox, you will receive here messages from admin, or when you complete a mission in the RPG mode. So if you click on role playing mode and for example you choose white hat, I forgot to find a button to go back, but in case this happens to you, then you just go back and just type GhostNet. Okay, so technically you have the terminal here, the game, then the role-playing game over here. So hopefully if you finish the missions here, your experience points will also increase. Now, this is connected to your main experience points. And of course in music, you can find some free music links here. Hopefully that will set the mood. Okay, then of course the shop. Like for example, there's a command that we added, like the command is agent. So if you type agent, you will know your defense, your software actually, your exploit and your uh, defense software, as well as other information and IP address, and also your hardware there. So when you buy from the shop. Okay, so for example, Intel i7, if we will buy this 2000 megahertz. So let's go back and check our terminal, and our CPU is 1000 megahertz. Supposedly if we buy this one, sana naman be. Oh yun, your rig is upgraded, and let's type agent. Ayan, so 2000 na yung hardware mo. I think that's it. Then the goal here is for you to experience how it looks like if you're going to become an ethical hacker. So when you're going as an ethical hacker, the only difference is when you report, like here in ito, kasali ka sa pang company natin. Ayun, si Nexus daw. So in this scenario, you're a white hat hacker or an ethical hacker. So you are sending reports, you are checking for logs, if there are some malicious IP that has invaded your network. So if you're dark, it's a different role play. But before you go to RPG here, it's very important that you get to practice some of the commands, the help. So you can type help and you can practice some commands here. Now the Linux commands, these are real Linux commands, no? So if you type for example pwd, yeah, it will give you the folder where you are right now. And if you type naman ls, so ls kasi we added it here in scripting and malware. So I'm still working on the malware side, that you can also experience how malware is developed and how malware is investigated and also defended, no, of course naman. So but what I like here in the latest version is you can create a file. So I created hello.py. Let's see if it runs. So the Perl is still under revision. For Python, hello.py, let's see if it initializes Ghostbox, and supposedly it will give you, oh my god, meron tayong error na naman. It will give an output of your hello. Let's try to see lang if we can. Ayan. So Python 3 naman, it simulates the real Python that we have. So the learners, you'll be able to learn some Python codes while doing the game. Kasi naman, we use Python for creating automated scripts for example, reconnaissance and even exploitations. Yeah. So I hope you try to complete some of the basic missions here and try to check if you can hack some of the uy, taas na si Mer. Ayan, taas na siya. Oh. Ito yung IP niya. So let's try to scan his IP. I don't know if he's a his or her. So initially what you do is scan and then naka-firewall siya. Ayan. And if I try to type hack and then applying groove amplitude, hopefully this will do something. Attack error. Di natin kaya. Let's try to find other si Merlin na yan. Actually si Merlin sa akin din eh. Yan. Tapos scan natin si Merlin. Naka-firewall. 5 ang firewall niya. And let's try to see if ma-hack ba natin siya using quantum circuit. So you're in luck. We are trying to learn what is quantum computing. Oh my god. Attack error na naman. Parang hindi ko yata kaya. Try natin iba. So if I type scan, it will scan the whole world. So let's see if we can Tencent daw. Tingnan natin kung ma-hack ba natin si Tencent. Ayan. Na-hack natin si Tencent. Nag-increase yung XP natin. Let's try to see. So, but again, this is still, there might be bugs ba. So, supposedly if I hack another one, dapat increase yung XP natin. So, 67355. Improve ba? 673. Kasi merong 15 yata. So, from 3.5 to 8.5, ayan, meron ng add natin. Tapos, so, one goal is to have many bots as possible. So, hack na naman natin. Ayan. Kasi nga yung natin, yung gamit natin na weapon is quantum exploit. It's a very powerful tool here in the game. If you have quantum exploit weapon, you can literally compromise almost any system. Ayan. Increase na yung natin. Yun. So, the missions, nag-pop na yung missions kasi meron na tayo nagawa. Node Hunter na tayo. Hopefully, if we claim this, may ma-add na 3,000 sa money natin. So, ayan. Nag-add na sa money natin. Ayun. So, I hope you will like the game. It's still in the beta version and when it formally launches, sana naman kukunti na lang yung bugs. Yan. So, this has been Teacher Orly, Orlando Richie Natonton, aka Merlin, Teacher Orly, or just Orly, or Kuya Orly. I hope you love the game, and I hope I will share this one as we journey together in learning about cybersecurity, hands-on, as well as quantum computing in the realm of quantum mechanics. Tama ba? So, bye for now.